Yeah, my
Introduce
name is
yourself. Yeah.
yeah. My name is Irshad. I've been in this field for last 12 to 15 years, 12 to 13 years.
Okay.
Okay, I have been dealing with multiple, I mean, various equipments. Okay, so previously I worked in India. Then currently I'm working abroad in GCC.
Okay.
First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Om Sadhwani sir. Okay, for his valuable and wonderful session.
Correct.
Actually, I graduated in 2004 with an electronic background, but at that time I saw it doesn't make any difference. Okay, either you are from electronics or any other relevant field. But nowadays, okay, while I am working with multiple companies and as well as multiple vendors, what I'm seeing here, so they are specially seeing for the people who are graduated from biomedical, specially. So actually, I don't want to disappoint some of my colleagues who are graduated from maybe various other specialities, but
Okay.
that is the fact. So even though if we are applying for migration for other European countries, I saw there is a difference. There's while you when you are graduated from electronics and different specialities. So I want from anybody of you, if I can get an idea or your opinion, how can we patch up this one? I mean, how can we cover up this gap? I mean, so
So
that will be helpful for everybody. Yeah.
I will also answer, and I will ask Sneha to also answer. See, Sneha, one of my team members, she is also electronic engineer and has spent 6 years in the industry. She was working earlier in the Nasan, where the electronic equipment is to manufacture. But since last 8 months, she is associated with us. Okay. So, how to patch up is a good question. Since you are having 12 years of experience, Neha is having 6 years of experience. So you have to, search for the opportunity, and whenever you get an opportunity in within your company, own company, you have to grab the opportunity. Sometimes what happens as an employer, suppose tomorrow I have my own company, I am a company who is manufacturing equipment, okay, and I have hired you or Sneha or somebody else, and while working, I found that Sneha or you has a good potential in particular area of quality assurance or the regulatory field or any other like D&D, the design and development, some sort of. I'm giving just an hypothetical examples. Suppose if you have inclination, towards learning new things, adapting new things, and you are very good in handling all the project, you have good people management skills, and you have good learning capability, the grasping capability. So it is up to you, to develop an opportunity and grab the opportunity. I have seen many people, not only you, even the second career women whom I always try to help, because they have forgotten their past, where they have, when they have graduated, where they work. There is a gap of 6 years, 7 years, 8 years. At least you guys are into industry. You are not taken a gap. You have to just bridge the knowledge gap. Am I right? You have to bridge the knowledge gap. So whatever knowledge acquired during your career of 12 years, it is not going to be wasted, right? You have to see that how I can apply this same knowledge, or how I can learn more advanced knowledge, so that I can switch from one job or one position to the second position. Okay, that is up to you. How, see, there I'm not insisting that this course is only helpful. You can go for global MDR, you can go for other courses available in the market based on your choice, based on your career aspiration. It's not that, so I hope this is sufficient, and I will ask, maybe Abdul is also there. Oh, good to see Abdul. You can also share your experience. And Sneha.
Yeah, I think ma'am pretty much covered it. It is up to you at the end of the day. Even if,
Correct.
in any case, if anything, any responsibility is given to you, like I said, you have two choices: you accept it or you reject it. It is your choice. If you want to accept that extra responsibility, you want to learn something new, you want to challenge yourself. That is always a good thing in generally in life as well. And also, your education is one thing. Sometimes this is an unfortunate thing, but sometimes people who do MSc and everything, they go into teaching, they do a B.Ed course and they go into teaching. I'm an electronics engineer, I'm working in a completely different field. So your education does matter a lot, but sometimes you can differ, your job can differ from your main educational background. So this is not, so educational background is one thing, but it is up to you as to how you want to grow, not just in the company, as a person also, how you want to grow. That also affects. Sometimes you are not happy in your company, so you look for a change. You look for a completely new job profile as well. So it is all up to you.
Right. How to develop yourself, it is up to you. Okay. You can talk to me personally if you want. I would request Abdul to share his knowledge or his experience also. Abdul?
Hi, good evening, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. Is my voice audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I think the question was related to how do we patch up with the industry, right? Because coming from the background where
Electronic
we are not
background,
given
yeah.
much opportunity. Okay, so to give a brief introduction on medical devices, if you look at the companies, there are various companies. There are some companies who are just dealing with the mechanical products, so they do not have any electronics in them. And then there are some companies who are completely dealing with the active medical devices where there is some sort of electrical and electronic component. And there are some companies which only, they're only into the software field. So suppose if you are an electronic engineer or mechanical, electrical, one thing is you need to streamline your interest with respect to the company. What sort of medical devices the company is dealing with and where you want to get into. So having said that, the next thing is there are various departments within the company. I mean to say that the various fields within medical device sector. So there is design and development of medical devices, there is R&D sector, and then there is production, and within the production again there is testing, there is verification, validation for the manufacturing, and also for the design there is verification, validation, clinical trials. So based on your current skill set, your analytical skill, you need to gauge where is your interest lying in. So if you are good at designing, whether it is at your own domain, maybe mechanical or electrical, then getting into design and development of medical devices makes sense. Similarly, if you are good at clinical applications, so if you're a biomedical engineer at the hospital and you are well versed with the medical equipment, handling, installation, maintenance, then you could be a good asset in the clinical trials, clinical evaluation of medical devices, because you know how to install the device, you know how to run the device, you have also seen some of the risks associated with the device. And if in your education time, if you have studied a little bit of prototyping of medical devices, and this is where you can get into the hardware detailed designing of the medical devices. So I think the courses that are being offered here includes all of these quality related stuff, that is risk management, design development, and all of that. So after maybe going through all of these different modules or the courses, then would be the right time for you to decide, because this is a vast ocean and you cannot be everywhere. So you need to streamline. Maybe it is only risk management or usability of the medical device or R&D, verification, validation, or the clinical evaluation. But there is space for everybody from all the sectors. It is not just that biomedical engineers can or should be there in the medical device sector. There are people from software background, people from electrical, electronics, and even in fact, I've seen industrial engineers and aeronautical engineers also working in the medical device space
Yes,
in the
yes.
United States and in the European region. So this is a good space where you can get into, and right now this industry is booming. So if you really want to get into it, then the first thing would be the educational courses and the skill set that you would need to develop. I think this course is rightly offering that.
Thank you, Abdul. Thank you.